Hi, Leanne and Benjamin. How's it going?
Great. Thanks for having me.
Great.
Yeah,
Yeah, thank you.
my, my pleasure. What are you guys working on?
I mean,
Um,
I can tell you personally, like, projects I'm working on around the house, but I don't know
it's
if
up to
that's what
you.
you want.
That'll be more enjoyable than the AI.
Well, to be honest, I think whatever I do during to be revealed, what I do, for my job, I always find, like, physical activities to do to decompress and to get some balance back in my life, and so I've recently taken up some gardening, and I'm really enjoying it. I don't know if you guys are into any of that,
I
but
I we could talk about that all day long. It's almost
Oh, wow.
harvest season for our grapevines. We're growing
Oh,
wine grapes in our house. Or
Oh, wow.
really?
yeah,
Wow.
Where are you located?
suburbs of San Francisco.
Okay, I'm also in California.
There
I'm
you
in
go.
Southern Cal, in Long Beach. Yeah,
Mm.
um, and we just recently moved back from Seattle, so I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I'm kind of nesting and getting things situated, but wine grapes in your house?
Mhm.
I agree wholeheartedly. Like, I could just zone out and spend so many hours on the computer, but I need those breaks, and I'm starting to add them more frequently, shorter breaks more frequently throughout the day and stepping outside and doing things with my hands, and I find it so much more productive and happy. Oh,
Wow.
that's nice. And it's funny because AI makes us more efficient, so we're continuing to work the same amount of hours, but doing more output as a result. And so why do we feel guilty when we have to take that time off? I mean, if AI can take a break, why can't we? That's how I see it.
I can answer that.
Yeah.
Transitions are hard,
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
And context switching is a problem. It's like, why do we work and work and work and work and work? And then when we're done working, we're like, "Well, I gotta figure out more work to do," because you just instinctively do not want to say, "Okay, now I'm going to stop and think about what I should and want to do next," because it's easier to just, body in motion stays in motion.
Yep.
Yeah, I've found that, like, it's cliche, but I have my best thoughts in the shower, or you have your best thoughts, I think, when your mind is free, because what I've
Mhm.
noticed when I work with people is they can't go to step 1. They can't. Like, mentally, they can't start with a blank slate. They can't start from 0 like Elon Musk, whatever, the whole SpaceX, like, let's reimagine this instead of having 50 years of legacy debt or whatever. And so that's what, like, taking a break frees up for me is it's like the most productive time I have by far is when I wake up in the morning and I'm on my phone because I'm like figuring stuff out, checking it out, like getting stuff done. And it's a different modality than just sitting in front of like me, 2 Mac minis, a MacBook, and another MacBook, right? A walk, playing music, listening, to comedy or going to a comedy show. Yeah. What about comedy? How do you think that relates to AI?
I don't.
Uh,
This is a comedy related AI.
no, but Leanne, you do comedy stuff, right?
Oh,
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, that's you could have chimed in
sorry.
and helped me out.
I was just waiting. I didn't wanna give it
It's
away.
like that was out of the blue.
I was looking
Yeah.
out of my notes going, "Yeah, Benjamin." I was like at my notes going, "Did I screw up this?
No,
Did
you
I
didn't.
talking to the wrong people?"
I was just enjoying it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good, thank you.
I think so it's very interesting, right? So, AI on the business side helps me be more efficient, helps me, and like recurring task for my business and things like that. Super, super helpful. But when it comes to the art of writing comedy, I enjoy the process. I enjoy doing that myself. That is not a task that I would assign to AI. That's me. That's what I
Mhm,
do. I like exercising that part of my brain. And in talking to so many comedians, many comedians, they don't even wanna use AI to make their graphics. They're like, "No, like, this is an art form, and part of the art is and being artists is drawing from your own experience and doing the work." Like,
mhm,
that's the joy of it. That's what brings me pleasure. It's not, um, having someone else like, I take pride in what I write and the jokes I create. because they're very personal to me. And so that's not something I would assign to AI. That's not to say, like, when I write business things or things for my site and stuff, I run it through AI. I do, grammar checks, editing, formatting, things like that, that could take time and would be helpful, especially if I'm creating things for SEO purposes and stuff like that. But when it comes to the part of performing and writing what I perform, that's all me. That's all me.
You can't replicate that. You can't. And a lot of the data in AI is old anyways. It's some of them I feel like Perplexity and Grok is more current. But like I've Googled stuff like, I won't tell you who, somebody died in GPT, and it said, "No, he's alive." I go, "What?" I beg to differ on that. I've noticed.
Yeah, like
We can check.
AI is efficient and can spit out stuff fast, but I always have to double check work
Oh yeah, yeah,
and a lot of editing, and especially if it comes to site research things, it's not
yeah.
always accurate, you know.
Yeah. Benjamin, what kind of microphone are you using?
Shure SM7DB.
Okay,
And the
yeah.
trick on these microphones is there's a little attachment that you buy with them that allows you to USB-C them into your computer.
Oh, yeah.
What line of business are you?
Me, I have a tech company for live online comedy.
Oh,
So, a technical business, but it's a people business. I
gotcha.
built a community via the technology we built.
Well, so that leads into, you're not a comedian, I don't think so, right?
I just
But
play one
you
on TV.
you play one on your 8-year podcast.
Yeah, I think it's over 8 now, but yeah, somewhere around there.
Really?
Yeah, no, I was a marketing consultant after running some early stage startups, and then working in marketing at early stage startups. And my consultancy was just sort of hitting its head on the ceiling, and so I was probably going to go back and get a job, and figure out, how to get back on the corporate track. And the MarTech podcast took off like a bat out of hell. It was just the right person, place, and time. It was back when podcasting was like cheap and easy, audio only. And if you had one that was like semi credible, everybody ate it up. And so we came out of the gates relatively quickly before I knew what I was doing. And then I realized how hard it was to, produce that much content. And then I started doing multiple shows, and everything sort of took off from there. And then I started getting into production infrastructure, and that's kind of what we do now. And where my use of AI comes in is mostly in automating these processes that we've been doing for, close to 10 years to produce podcasts without them actually feeling like they're AI, like they're
Mhm,
mechanical, but actually using the technology to do the research to provide people with all the things they need to have a normal, thoughtful conversation, as opposed to like this very scripted, robotic thing that
mhm.
everybody like tends to do and spit out.
You know what I've